If you sell creative services to clients, this piece of content is about to change everything. This is from Chris Do from the Futur. He just posted this piece of content. It's called the 63-Step Guide to Getting Clients. Now, full disclosure, I'm just re-sharing this. If you somehow are in the creative space and don't know who Chris Do is, it's basically essential that you go follow him immediately. Now, Chris and the Futur cater a lot to graphic designers, videographers, photographers, really like the core creative services. But I think this is relevant to everyone, no matter what you're doing. So let's jump right into it. Number one, have 3 to 5 pieces of work that demonstrate your core competency. The narrower the focus, the easier it is to get work. Don't make anyone guess what you do. Be clear about this. Number 4, for example, don't say, I'm an artist. Say, I paint dramatic portraits of pets in Baroque costumes. The more specific, the better. Don't say, I'm a CG artist. Say, I create photoreal renderings of gaming laptops. Number 6, don't say, I'm a photographer. Say, I shoot portraits of vintage Porsches. Number 7, don't say, I'm a writer. Say, I write high-converting emails for SaaS companies. Number 8, why? One is hard to visualize. The other is easy. Broad, abstract equals confusing, unclear, unpredictable. Narrow, specific equals clear and expected outcomes. Number 9, clients have limited imaginations. Number 10, close the imagination gap. 11, unclear equals high risk equals low price. Number 12, clear equals low risk equals high price. Clients don't pick the best option, they pick the least risky option. How do I know? When was the last time you paid more to take on more risk? You buy car, home, life insurance to reduce risk. The more expensive the insurance, the better coverage you get, the lower the deductible. Number 17, spend time, money, effort in presenting your work in the best possible way. It's worth it. Number 18, beautiful, well-lit photos, mock-ups in context make a difference. It tells a story. Number 19, when presented in context with lighting and art direction, images appear to be more premium. Number 20, a logo on white looks less substantial than on a building, plane, or delivery truck. Number 21, a bag of premium coffee beans looks richer, more full-bodied and aromatic in a coffee shop or on a roasting facility than on a white cyclorama. Number 22, be honest when looking at your work. If you can't confidently and objectively say that your work meets this criteria, go back to step 1. Work on your work until your work gets you work. Say that one again because it's in bold. Work on your work until your work gets you work. Number 24, you'd be surprised as how much you can accomplish by doing focused work over a few weekends. Put your work on a website. It doesn't need to be complicated, but it needs to be clear. Lead with your best work. Make the photos big. Add some tastefully typeset project details. Include things like project name, client, 1 to 2 sentence description, objective, any key insight or KPIs. If it's student or speculative work, omit client and KPIs. Make a list of family and friends who might need what you do or know someone who might. Meet with them. In order of preference, face-to-face, over the phone or Zoom, email, text, social media. Tell them you've just completed a few projects and are looking for a new client who meets X, the specific thing that you do. Alternatively, you could say, I'm just starting out and looking for an opportunity and can be flexible with budget. Who might you know that needs this? You're basically saying, I'm new and affordable, so I'll reduce the risk that you take. Meet, call, message any contacts. If you have an interested party during this process, you'll have to know how to respond to question of how much. Respond with, I will work within the budget you have. Let's determine if this is a good fit first. Ask short, qualifying questions to narrow what the client wants and by when. If you don't have a clear picture in your mind, ask more questions. Confirm by playing back and summarizing. If you think you're clear, ask, is that correct? Example, based on what we talked about, you are looking for X by Z date. You have approximately X amount of dollars to spend. Is that correct? Add, do you have any questions for me? Are you comfortable moving forward? If not, address any questions. Be patient and clear. Remember, they're new at this too. Use plain, everyday language. Leave the art school speak in the classroom. You're not impressing anyone. However, you might be alienating your client if you do. Land the client. Be sure to get 50% up front before you start. No commitment, no start. Once you receive payment, go to Twitter and tell everyone that you did this. Tag @TheChrisDoe. There's another shout out to Chris Doe built right in. Send me 10% of your project if you're feeling generous. That's to Chris Doe. Please don't send it to me. Send your 10% to Chris Doe when it works. If the prospect isn't ready to decide, ask if it's okay to follow up in 1 week. Put a reminder in your calendar. Make a new event in your calendar for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and 3 months to follow up. Life is about timing. Sometimes you just catch people at the wrong moment. Don't give up, but don't spam people either. You don't like it when others do, so don't do it. Be thoughtful. Say, I was following up on our conversation and wonder if anything has changed on your end or if you need any more information from me. Should you come across any relevant news, information relating to what you learned on the first client call, send them an excerpt. Say something like, I saw this in my feed today and it reminded me of you. Thought you'd get some value. Send this back to the client. No need to ask for anything. If the client wants to reach out, they will. Before you give up, send one last email. Say, I don't want to bother you, just wondering if you're giving up on this project. If you don't get a response, stop. Repeat this process with every lead you get. Once a week, post one piece of your work on platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Behance, Dribbble, Pinterest, and Twitter. If possible, make the content educational. Behind the scenes, process, sketches, unfinished ideas, techniques, etc. all work well. If you can tell a story, do it. Add a few relevant hashtags. Ask an open-ended question to start a conversation. This helps with getting other people to see your post. You can add a call to action. Example, if you would like to learn how I did this, how this can help your business, or need help with a project, comment keyword below. And finally, number 63, follow up with anyone who does via DM. And that is Chris Doe's 63-step guide to getting clients as presented on his Instagram account. Again, if you aren't following Chris Doe on Instagram and YouTube and on every social media platform and you're a creative entrepreneur or want to be a creative entrepreneur, go do it immediately. He has basically shaped everything that I do and every way that I think about selling creative projects and working with clients and turning creative things into a legitimate professional business. So thank you for watching. Go to his Instagram and comment on his post and let him know that I sent you.